Hi guys, this is Shrimmer Carlos. On today's video, I'm going to give you my review of episode 12 of The Big Bang Theory season 1. Wonder Kim, right? Where's it? C-3PO Cooper. So here we go, guys. And the nerd heart death ray. So here we go, guys. I love this episode because again, it focuses on Sheldon. It focuses on Sheldon, but this time, Sheldon feels a disturbance in the nerd force. In the nerd force, because a new and impressive young Dennis Kim, who got to Caltech from Pyongyang, South Korea, is a wonder kid. He has gotten every award known to nerd man or nerds, and specifically he has beaten the record of Sheldon, beaten the record of how old Sheldon was when he has gotten these specific awards. And so this causes a mental funny breakdown, a mental panic attack, a mental funny panic attack inside of Sheldon's head, saying, and he says it to Leonard, and basically he says Sheldon is shocked and says Dennis Kim is going to replace me. He's the new wonder kid at Caltech. And then Leonard says to Sheldon, we knew that this day would come. You knew that this day would come. That someone would replace you, would not replace you, but would beat your records, your award records, your award records. So don't beat yourself so down. Don't beat yourself up with a steel chair. Yes, Leonard. But by then I would be dead. By then I was thinking I would be dead, and this wonder kid would be made out of metal. So with this funny mental panic attack of Sheldon, there's only one point. Basically, what I'm trying to say, guys, is that Sheldon's confidence goes way downhill, and he unknowingly bothers Leonard, Raj, and Howard, and asking them, all three of them, if he can join them in their scientific endeavors. But obviously, all three of them say no, and obviously the guys, meaning Rod, Howard, and Leonard, haven't seen Sheldon this way, so in a unforced, in this type of unjedi way that could lead him to the dark side of dark side, the dark nerd side. So Howard comes up with a plan. Comes up with a plan. What's the number one thing that takes that that is our kryptonite for all of us nerds, which I include myself. Yes, that kryptonite is obviously girls, and what better way to get rid of Dennis Kim, the Wonder Kid, by introducing him to a pretty girl. And obviously, there was an option of there was a funny option, but not serious option, but also serious, but in a funny way, but in reality not funny. There was an option of actually making Dennis Kim sleep with the fishes, but Leonard, being the voice of reason, saying no, we can't do that. But I'm not saying no, but seriously, we can't do that. So Raj, Howard, and Leonard, Raj and Howard make up a take your daughter to work day on the Caltech website, and so then it begins. So then the plan begins, and we don't know how, and the guys don't know how Dennis Kim did it, but he found a girl named Vanessa. Name Vanessa. I think you could check me on that, guys. I mean, as this was going on, Sheldon was trying to find a new scientific endeavor, and he had decided to go for the Nobel Peace Prize, and he was planning to make to move a certain population of the world to a new homeland. I'm talking about the Jewish people. Now, I mean this with all respect. Even though Sheldon's plan, that plan of Sheldon's was totally funny, totally funny. It wasn't practical because I know that this certain population of people in the world that joke is a tough joke to take in. So I mean this with all respect. I don't want some of you to take this part of the episode of episode 12 of The Big Bang Theory in the wrong way. But if you do, I'm sorry. In advance. But again, I'm shredding lightly with the respect. I I I laughed at the joke, but then I realized that it had but then I realized that it has a double double meaning that the plan, Sheldon's crazy plan, didn't have any logic. First of all, because it's impractical. Second, it's just wrong. But wrong in a funny sense, but still wrong. But anyway, going back to the episode, Dennis Kim and Vanessa. So Dennis Kim goes with Vanessa, or the girl, the girl to the mall. And this leaves Dr. Gablehouse, the director of Caltech, with no other option, with nothing to present, nothing to present, meaning that Dennis Kim was going to join Caltech and be a part of this, join Caltech and its research department. But now that Dennis Kim is with Vanessa and went to the mall with her, so with Dr. Gablehauser in total funny shock, this Sheldon stands up and says, "Don't worry, guys. I won't fall under the spell of under the cute spell of pretty girls, and yes, and girls gross me out. No offense. But I'll keep being me, great at what I'm doing, what I love to do, and it is be a physicist." And that's how this wonderful episode ends. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you want to, and let me know in the comments, did you love this episode? And do you love Sheldon being, do you love the fact that Sheldon, do you love the fact that it's very funny to see Sheldon lose his mind after someone challenges his super intelligence. And meanwhile, Howard and Leonard and Rod laugh about it. Obviously, because they haven't seen Sheldon act this way before. Crazy. This type of crazy before. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like, and until we nerd again. Bye.